Hey, welcome back to Beard Squid. In this video, we're going to be rearranging the subject of a formula. Coming up. In the formula d equals xt plus p, d is expressed in terms of the other variables xt and p. Therefore, d is the subject of the formula. We rearrange formula using the same processes which we use to solve equations. So, anything we do on one side, we must do on the other. In other words, use inverse operations. So in the first example, we're going to make y the subject of 2x plus 3y equals 12. So keep an eye on y. I've color-coded it red. So first thing first, we'll write the equation. 2x plus 3y equals 12. Step 2, what we can do is we can minus 2 from both sides of the equation. Now that allows me to cancel out the 2x on the left-hand side, which leaves me with 3y is equal to 12 minus 2x. Now I can divide both sides by 3. This is going to allow me to cancel out the 3 on the left-hand side, which leaves me with just y, and then that gives me 12 divided by 3 minus 2x divided by 3. In the final step, I can simplify and therefore write y is equal to 4 minus 2/3 x. Make sure you pause the video here and make a note of what I've done, because every equation or formula can be slightly different. Let's move on to the second example. Make y the subject of x equals 5 minus cy. So first thing first, let's write the equation. In the next step, I'm going to add cy to both sides of the equation. Now that's going to allow me to cancel out the cy on the right hand side. Therefore I have x plus cy equals 5. In the next step, I'm going to minus x from both sides of the equation. That's going to allow me to cancel out the x on the left hand side, and so therefore I'm left with cy is equal to 5 minus x. In the next step, I can divide both sides by c. So therefore the c cancels out on the left hand side, leaving me with just y. Y is equal to 5 minus x over c. Let's move on to example 3 and then do a few practice questions. So make z the subject of c equals m over z. So first thing first, we can write the equation. C is equal to m over z. Now in the next step, what I want to do is I want to multiply both sides by z. So that gives me c times z is equal to m over z times z. This allows me to cancel out the z on the right hand side, which just leaves me with cz equals to m. Now in the next step, I can divide both sides by c, which would give me cz divided by c is equal to m over c. This allows me to cancel out the c on the left hand side, which leaves me with z is equal to m over c. So once again, pause the video here, either make a mental note or write this down in your book, and we'll move on to some practice questions. Okay, so here's the 4 practice questions I want you to solve. Pause the video here and try these for yourself. Either get a scrap piece of paper or do it in your copybook. If you have to, rewind the video and go back and see what I've done in the other examples to help you out. Okay, so these are my answers. Check to see if you got yours correct. And if you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one.